out, and yeah, it's probably overshadowing my voice. So we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, now it's a bit quieter. We can introduce ourselves. I'm OriginOfChaos, you heard me in the last run, and someone else you've probably seen and heard is my co-commentator.
Yeah, I'm Captain Paxo. We just switched roles for this one, nice and quick, so makes it easy.
So this category is called All Bonus Levels New Game. The goal of the category is to play all the bonus levels, but starting from a new game. For these bonus levels, the last bonus level you need 50 golden bricks for. So our goal is to enter the vault where the bonus levels are with 41 golden bricks, because the first 9 also give golden bricks towards the 10th one.
Yeah, so basically the first part of this run, we play only the first 3 levels in this game. We don't play any further in the story because we don't need to access the required 41 gold bricks that we need to get beforehand. So it's going to be quite frantic. There's a lot of different things that Origin needs to remember. So no pressure.
I've written a couple of things down, so hopefully.
Yeah. And hopefully if you miss one, I might be here to be able to correct you, maybe. But yeah, as with all Harry Potter runs, we start off with this 2-minute 30 cutscene.
Yep. But after that, it's already go time. The first level, we're gonna go for 2 wizards, which means get as much stats as possible. Because yeah, go.
Yeah, in the levels, there's a variety of different things that you can get, which get you a gold brick. You get a gold brick for completing a level. You get a gold brick for completing all 4, or collecting all 4 crests in a level. You get a gold brick for rescuing the student in peril, and you get a gold brick for getting True Wizard, which is collecting enough studs, as Origin said.
And here we go. First level. Start is pretty normal. Not that many studs to get here. I'm gonna have 1 blue stud here in the back, and then we just start taking stuff when we have the time. In the diagonally here, top, you can see the purple stat there. Quickly go and have that before continuing on with completing the level.
Yeah, so the most important thing we're looking at here is worth 10,000. Blue studs are going to be worth 1,000. So obviously the more those you collect, the better. I'm not sure how many studs you need for this level. I think it's like 70,000.
70,069, something like that.
Nice.
Very nice. I'll be getting all these lamps, because if I hit them all 8 of them, they'll give me a purple stud. And Harry took a bit of a roundabout way to pick up some blue studs as well.
Yeah, a lot of the blue studs in this section are very much hidden, kind of just where the camera doesn't look. There's a lot of them though, if you just know where they are basically. So Origin's going to be running like along the sides quite a lot, trying to pick all those up.
So here, along the sides, there's some blue studs. We'll grab the other side in a bit.
Yeah,
as well, inside the vault. On this side, and along this wall.
Yep, and from there we'll be heading into the vault itself. This is like basically, but it follows basically the path of the book. There's two vaults down there, one of which has a lot of money in, and the other of which has the Philosopher's Stone. But we're obviously, for this run, we're interested in all the monies because we need those for True Wizard. But also then we finish the level with the other vault.
That to grab another purple. And here's the last purple, and we get True Wizard with that. And now we just finish the level.
Yep, so we've got this cutscene here, and then it's just a little bit of movement, and then level is complete, first level done.
The start of this game is a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah, I think even though this run only plays up to like the first, or only plays the first 3 levels out of 24 in the game, I think there's between 10 and 15 minutes of cutscenes.
Yep.
I haven't timed it properly, but it's a lot.
Yeah, the first cutscene is already 2.5 minutes. Then you have some cutscenes in this level. After this level, there's a pretty long cutscene as well.
But they had to find a way to try and fit all the early story for Harry Potter as much as possible into the game.
Now in normal any percent, you would try to end with 0 stats because it would skip this screen and this screen, saving about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But Paxa will be able to show you that tomorrow.
Good point. Well, try to anyway.
That was the first level done. Now it's the cutscene of how Harry and the gang get to Hogwarts. But after that, the tempo gets heightened a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Then it's about every gold brick and every student and barrel that you can find.
Yeah, so Origin's currently on 2 gold bricks. We need to get another 39 in the next, basically half an hour before, or not half an hour, 40 minutes before we head into the bonus levels. So things do speed up.
So now in the first level I also only got through Wizard, didn't try to get any crest or anything. We'll come back to the first 3 levels, the levels that we play, in free play to get the rest of the gold bricks we missed.
Yeah, because normally what they like to do in the games, with the crests especially, is you'll be able to access 1 or 2, but you'll not be able to access all 4. So in the first level where the crests, you have to go through the status screen, you can't skip the status screen to see them. It's quicker to not pick up any and then pick them all up in free play. Whereas the next couple of levels, you will see us picking up a couple of crests.
And we're coming up to the end of this cutscene.
And immediately we're going to get our first gold brick of the run.
Yes.
Very convenient position, just exactly where you spawn. Yeah. Hit the 4 beds and grab the brick.
Nope. Hit the 2 spiders. And here we're gonna overlap some cutscenes. The guy getting eaten by the sofa. And the cutscene of this cupboard.
Yep, so that's going to be our first student in peril rescue. You're going to see a lot more of them, because they're nice and quick, but that's the very first one.
So basically we put that student in peril to then rescue it again.
And then, yeah, the moment he leaves this room, he's going to hit the 5 banners along this corridor, which should then give another gold brick, bringing our total up to 5.
And while it's saving, I can't enter through doors. That's why you see me waiting at those doors.
Yeah, that's one thing about playing this category with saves. You spend a lot of time waiting before being able to go into doors. But if you play without saves, obviously we're not going to do that in a marathon setting.
In this room we'll shoot 2 candles. Okay, shoot everything except the candle first. Yeah.
Sounds about right. But yeah, so we're going to shoot 2 of the 6 candles now, and then the rest of them we'll pick up at a couple of other points during the run.
And
that's again...
Yeah, for a gold brick.
Yeah. But we are now making our way into the first lesson now, which is Wingardium Leviosa. Basically the fundamental spell for the run, and will also allow us to break the game a little bit in the next level.
It's just some technical 1v2c, but nothing too special. Everything that can be done, but the spell gets shown in this lesson.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about this with this game, because we get the lesson now, but we've already used the spell, because we have to use it in level 1 as well. That's how fundamental it is to actually function as a game, that spell needs to be used before you even unlock it, technically. Actually, we do that quite a bit in this run, using spells before we technically unlock them, because we only unlock 3 spells in this run.
Yep. And we need a couple more. That's why we're gonna get some other characters along the way as well.
Yep.
You're in this corridor. Quickly save this guy. Or save his ball, I guess.
Yep, that there's another student in peril to rescue. I believe that brings our total up to 7. And then we go back into the main hall. There's some more 1p2c to be done here.
Get another candle right there with Hermione. And get these 2 candles with Harry.
So that gives you 5 candles. So 1 more to be able to spawn the gold brick.
No, I accidentally hit the 5th one while targeting everything with Harry.
Ah, right.
But we'll pick that up, well, and coming back.
Yeah.
You need to hit with banners. People are always in the way here. But you got it.
Those 4 banners give us 2 things, because they rescue a student in peril on the top left banner, and they give you a gold brick as well. I believe they can also be overlapped.
Yep, I just.
So that you can. Nice. Yep, so you can save a bit of time that way, because you don't have to wait for both the gold brick status screen and the student in peril status screen.
And now we enter the 2nd level. Now, starting this level, we're gonna do 2 tricks. First one is a pet jump. If you release a pet and call it back, you can double jump if you jump fast afterwards. And the other one is called wrong warp. It's a variation of the pet warp. It's basically target someone with Wingardium Leviosa and then drop a pet, and it warps the pet. But if you do that while falling, it warps the character. Quickly.
Yeah, so pet warping is a really game-breaking thing in this game. But yeah, basically, as a character that can put a pet down, as they put a pet down, if you target them with Wingardium Leviosa, the pet will walk to 0/0 on the map, wherever that is on the particular map that's loaded in. If you do that while the character in question is falling off an object, at the same time, then that will warp the character back to 0/0, because it also recalls the pet as it warps you. It's quite a weird trick, but it's going to be used a decent amount in this run. At least the pet warp is.
And here we're gonna trigger this cutscene so we can get access to a lamp. We're gonna be hitting all the lamps and all the flower pots in this level to get us 2 crests.
Yep, so we're gonna, at the end of this level, we're not getting True Wizard in this level, but we are going to come out with 2 crests and a Student in Peril. So the Student in Peril gives us a gold brick, and then when we revisit in free play, we've got 2 quick crests which we can pick up.
So happy I was able to target that lamp. And that's the first quest. The next 3 lamps are in the next room.
Yep, so the next 3 lamps and the Student in Peril we're going to get while doing the boss fight. So kind of the priority for this is trying to keep the boss fight as optimal as possible, while also getting all the things you need pretty quickly as well. There's also a possibility you can get a controller lockout here, which is very bad, because basically your controller just does not input the character, but the character's still dropped in. And yeah, if that happens, then I guess Origin will have to reset the...
I got fast aggro on the troll.
Nice.
So those are the first 2. This is last lamp. Grab some stats. Gonna need to buy someone. Here's the Student in Peril. We just need to walk close to it. And now we just finish up the boss fight.
Yep, so it's not too difficult for a boss fight, as it's the first boss fight in the run. It's just Origin managed to get the early aggro on the first phase, which meant that the next phases can progress a lot quicker. I think that saves like 10 to 15 seconds. So, very nice time save to have.
7 seconds, I think.
Is that it? Oh.
Yeah, it always feels way longer if you're while you're waiting there.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's the end of the level, so we'll just watch this cutscene and get back to getting gold bricks inside the castle.
Yep, so from this level to the next level, we get a lot of gold bricks. Actually, I mean, there's some stuff we have to do in between, some lessons we have to do in between, but we still pick up a decent amount of stuff in between as well.
So we're going back into the Great Hall here, and here we want to hit all of these cans, and also the plates. 6 cans give you the gold brick, and here again we'll try to overlap with the student barrel here, and we did it perfectly.
Nice. And now we're heading into our second lesson of the run. Going to be going into Lumos.
Quickly pick up this brick here. Normally you would shoot the last candle right now, but I accidentally shot it previously.
I don't think that loses much time. I think that
No.
might be even, actually, so... Because you still have to wait for the cutscene.
And Lumos is a very broken spell. You saw me doing the pet jump, the double jump with the pets. That's basically, you can do that with Lumos as well, but it's way faster.
Yeah, there's much less activation time to worry about with Lumos, and any character can do it even if they don't have a pet. Quite nice, as long as they know the spell, which most characters in this game do. So there's some technical 1p2c Origin's doing here, just to get all the 5 pieces to build the disco ball, I think?
No idea what it is.
No idea.
Oh, then they dropped one.
But yeah, what's nice about this level is getting player 2 to warp up to the top level. To be able to get rid of some of the 3 items on the top a lot quicker is much better.
And here, after this level, we'll, or lesson, we'll do a quick pet warp. This will warp us to the dungeon underneath the classroom. Quickly go through the door to get everyone here. And then save the student here.
Yeah, so this is something you're not supposed to access until post-game, I believe. But we're able to do it now, which is very nice. Very useful, so we'll get the student apparel and the gold brick here. And then make our way back up.
If you position Harry correctly there, with Lumos already activated, you can just link those 2 cutscenes.
Yeah, there's no downtime between the cutscenes.
And I will go to the first and only potion lesson in this run. In later years there's also potion lessons, but of course we don't get there.
Yep, so we're only going to do Dread Potion here. But It's one of the nicer ones to 1p2c, at least in a speedrun. It's not too bad. But yeah, again, doing this lesson also gives us a gold brick, which is quite nice. So once this lesson's complete, that should bring us up to a total of 18. So we're almost halfway.
You just need to gather all 3 ingredients.
Yep, so each potion has 3 ingredients you need to use to be able to make, or 3 ingredients you need to be able to make it. Once you've got all 3 of those.
And you can skip part of the drinking animation by shooting the character.
Yep.
And that's
So
a very short one.
Yeah, when drinking you have to be careful to avoid hitting Snape in this lesson, because Snape can freeze you, and if he does that, that's a big time loss. But Origin managed to avoid that and go Transfig. Transfiguration is the next lesson.
Yep, and this is the first Lumos jump in the level. We'll jump on the lamp and then Lumos jump up.
Yeah, this is the first one, but this is also one of the hardest ones in my opinion. But yeah, able to get it, I think that was second try.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Now, if you're talking about broken spells, this probably spans a crown.
Yeah, this is the broken spell, I'd say, that's been found in the last couple of years anyway. Transfiguration. It's an optional lesson, it's an optional spell. You could complete the entire story without getting it. But we get it because basically with it you have the ability to climb walls. And you could probably tell why that's pretty broken.
Yep, because if you transfix someone, they have a smaller hitbox, and then when they change back into their bigger hitbox, if you position them against the wall, they're stuck a bit inside the wall, and that's how you can just keep jumping on walls. And we'll be able to show it. If I can get this pet warp to work, there we go. We'll be able to show it immediately.
Yep, so Origin's not going to go to where you're supposed to go to now, which is over to 1-3. Or, no, it's Lumos Salam first. Origin's going to transfig jump here instead.
And we'll go back inside the Wingardium Leviosa classroom and start scaling the wall.
Yep, so like we did getting into the post-game area of the Lumos lesson. Uh-oh.
Right. Don't think I was properly positioned for that one. But there we go, and the dungeon is actually placed right next to the lesson. So we can just
very kind of the devs to do that. Very nice of them.
And then we get that. And while we're walking up here, we get the gold brick. With Harry, get the student barrel drawn, and we can run out again.
Yeah, so player 1 actually grabs the gold brick there, even though you can't see the gold brick being grabbed. I think it's like somewhere below where the big silver lock is, if I remember, but I don't know. It's just one of those things.
We get this student barrel in passing. And now we go to probably the hardest trick in this run. A very big transfig jump. In which you can get stuck. So we're gonna scale this whole wall and then move alongside it to get to a platform all the way at the top of the grand staircase. Because there's a student barrel waiting for us there.
Yeah, so it's not just scaling the wall, you then have to go kind of half inbounds, half out of bounds once you get over the wall to then be able to get some jumps to jump to the next platform.
But we got it!
Nice one. First try.
Yes. I need a couple of extra jumps, so I went out of bounds and half back in bounds. So I was, again, stuck inside of the wall. So I could do a couple more jumps there.
Yeah, that's very nicely done. And now going to make our way over to Lumos Salem, which is technically the second part of the Lumos lesson, I guess. But that will basically allow us to attack plants, I guess.
Yep, and in passing by we shoot these bullies to get another student barrel here. And then we go inside the level.
Yep, so this level is again more 1p2c. There's a lot of things to hit in this level, and sometimes the targeting can be kind of bad, but hopefully not too bad today.
So basically we need to save Ron here. He got stuck. And we do that by shooting a couple of times, like Lexi said.
Yep, there's a lot of plants in the way.
And then you build this court, ram through the vines at the end, and save Ron.
Yep, and that is our 25th gold brick. So we then go into broomstick flying, which is great as a thing we then never use again in this this run anyway.
Indeed. Well, I'm switching to Ron there and setting it on its pet. Just setting up for a pet warp after this lesson.
Yeah, so immediately once the lesson finishes and we get the gold brick, Origin's going to be warping Ron, or pet warping straight out of there to be able to get all the way across the castle to the Quidditch ground as quickly as possible. But first, Harry has got to get Neville's Remember All back.
Three hits on the gargoyle. Missed the first one, but still decent. And then you have to hit these three. Well, they're moving like this. You can't hit them. So you have to wait a bit.
Yep, you also have to be relatively quick with them because they can be annoying, and if you wait too long, like you miss a few shots or something between hitting one and then hitting the next one, they can, like, I guess respawn pretty much and just go back to being active again. If that happened, that's really annoying. But thankfully, no such problem. And Origin can now get ready for the pet warp. Yeah, so pet wobs are very useful in this game because conveniently parts of the castle are split into different maps with different soft loads and hard loads. So basically 0, 0 tends to be quite close to where you are, but far away enough that it's like fine to be able to.
For the people who have run this game any percent or just played it casually, this might look strange to you, but as we only go through this once, we are not going to clear the way, and we're just gonna do it like that. If you recall a pet through a transition, it triggers it. And that's what happened there.
Really nicely done. I have to say that is one of my favourite tricks in the run. It just feels so satisfying, because that's usually quite awkward 1p2c, but you can just skip it. Quite nice.
So for the gold brick here, we need to clean 3 rocks here. Bit awkward to 1p2c the broom movement. And we're gonna try and overlap the brick with the student barrel here. He's stuck in the vines there. Like that.
Nicely done.
So now we'll make our way to the Quidditch pitch. But first, of course, another student barrel and golden brick. This one, Hermione's gonna lift me up. I'm gonna time another cutscene overlap. This time the ball rolling down and student barrel cutscene. This ball drops down and gives me another gold brick.
Yep, nicely done. And then going into 1-3.
Yes. So in this level, we will try to, we'll get through Wizard and 2 crest, or 2 parts of the crest.
Yep, so True Wizard gives us an extra gold brick here, which is quite nice. And you're going to see a transfig jump, I believe, from Origin?
No.
Do you not do the transfig jump? Okay.
Because that skips half of the level and we need the crests and stats
Yeah, fair
that we
point.
normally skip.
Yeah.
So we will do another skip, broom clip it's called. It's, yeah, you'll see what we mean by that. It's a tricky setup, but
Yeah, I still have no idea how to do broom clip, so...
quickly pick up this blue one. Stats are really tight here. Like, you'll probably see me pick up a lot of silver and gold ones at the end to get to Wizard.
Yeah, you need to get as much as possible. Generally, that means kind of clearing out the last room, pretty much.
And now you have to time jumping off the broom here and instantly jump up with Ron, and then you can clip out of bounds. Grab these 2 blue, and then you can easily grab that crest with Ron that's hanging in the air. And the other crest is this. Quickly gonna drop Scabbers here to grab another stat. Then must jump up and go to the door. Then we build the stairs here and drop out again to skip the building cutscene. And while we're out here, Hermione can run over here and grab purple studs that we desperately need.
Yep, that purple stud is 100% necessary for True Wizard in this level, pretty much.
And we'll set up a backup, because I'm pretty bad at this Lumos jump, but now I got it. Nice. So the backup is there, set up a transfig jump. And I still need a couple of studs to hit the wizard. There we go. We can end the level.
Yeah, you could see how tight the True Wizard was. And after getting pretty much all the blues and all the purples in the level, still had to get a few more gold and silvers right at the top just to be able to get True Wizard before finishing the level.
Now, after finishing this level, all the Hogwarts stuff is done now. We go back to Leaky Cauldron and do one of my favorite strats in this game, which is transfix switching. Normally, you can't switch to any other character here in Diagon Alley, but we're gonna transfigurate Quirrell here, and when he's transfigured, you can switch to him. So now I've got Quirrell, and he has Reducto, so he's able to take this gate. Normally we shouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, normally Nocturne Alley is locked until basically after year 4. Or
this allows us
partway through year 4, but yeah.
to get this stat token. No, not stat token, character token. Igor Karkaroff. We also have to use him for Reducto. And while we're here, we can just as well grab this gold brick.
Yeah,
It's just lying there. That's
but
33.
The reason we need Igor Karkaroff for this run is because he knows dark magic.
No, we use Quirrell for dark magic.
You can use both, can't you?
Igor Karkaroff doesn't know dark magic.
Oh. Okay, never mind then.
But yeah, this is the worst part of this game. The shop is horrible. You just have to go through the whole character list to get to the one you want to buy. And Karkaroff is at the back, sadly enough for us.
Yep, it's not like the more modern LEGO games where it's just a grid of characters and it's so easy to menu to them. Not in this shop.
There we go. I dropped out Quirrell there, because if he's dropped out in P2, we can take him into a free play level with us. And now we'll go in 1-3 free play. And there, for the crest, we need a dark character, like dark magic. And that's why we want him here. This is the transfix strat Pax was talking about. We do it and moved out of the wall too quickly.
Yep, I think Origin will do the normal transfig strat and then actually do a second transfig jump as well to be able to get more stuff or get the required quests and crest and student in peril quicker than you'd normally have to do them.
I am not doing well with the transfig jumps today. Alright, here we go. No, I got stuck. Damn. Hopefully I should be able to warp him back? Yep, okay. Otherwise you have to get out of the whole level. But in free play you can just warp him back. Like that.
Yep. That's one big difference between free play and story. If you drop out a character and drop them back in at free play, they tend to warp to your character. In story, there's a whole different set of requirements for if that will happen or not. It's kind of weird.
Oh no. Okay. Still got the respawn at plot. There we go. This is what we wanted. Now we'll drop out Harry and warp him back in while getting the crest here with Quiddle. Harry, what did you do? Harry, warp back in on the broom. I've never had that.
Wow. No, that's new.
Okay, let's move a bit further then. Try to... There we go. So basically, we want to transfer carry here. Or Quirrell, doesn't really matter.
Yep, I think we've just had a, well, never seen that before, marathon moment there.
And this is why we need Karkaroff. For Reducto and for Immobilis. To get the student and the crest there.
Yeah, because even though Quirrell's in the level, the moment you switch off Quirrell, he will no longer be active.
Yep. And now, leaving the level, also Quirrell will have disappeared.
Yeah.
And we need it as well for 1-2. And that's why we need to do buyer. Quirrell. But of course, if you can just warp characters in free play, we don't have to do the wrong warp. We can just do a pet warp and warp Harry to the pet.
I have to say, this is one of my favorite strats in the run.
And then switch to him to be able to use Reducto. Do a Lumos jump here. And that's very short, but to crest.
Yep, nicely done. You can see how collecting the other two crests and the student in peril beforehand, the first time we visited that level, made it a lot quicker this time around.
And in this level, we still need to collect all 4 of the crests and the student peril.
Yep, so there's going to be a lot of 1p2c here, starting off with these paintings.
And now, grab that, alright. Here in Diagon Alley, Harry will wave at the shop window while Hermione starts building a broom. And then we'll get Hagrid to lift us up towards the student here. We have to do this with 1p because Hermione's on the broom. If she jumps off, the broom goes all the way to the back of the street again, and it's a long way to get that.
Yep, that's about the worst thing that could happen in this section.
And we need a broom to clean up these spots here to give us another crest. I missed one. Yep, that one.
That's not the first time in this game that you're going to see us using a broom to clean up things in this run. It's the first one of 2.
Here we need Igor Karkaroff again. To open this, we can pull the lever with Hagrid. and get the crest behind this. And that's free play done. Now we only need 3 more gold bricks to have enough to the magical 41. And we all 3 get them in this shop. And this is the worst gold brick there is.
Definitely the worst one in the run. I'm not sure about in the game. But
Yeah, okay, but in this run,
yeah,
you need to clean up all the dust spots in the shop.
yeah. So you can see them, the kind of light grey patches on the floor. Got to make sure all of those are cleaned off. And even though it looks like you might be cleaning off some of them, if you're not going over the precise trigger for them to be cleaned, the game won't count it and won't remove them, which is very fun when that happens.
There we go. Got that. And then this is actually a shop, so we're gonna buy the last 2. The first one is free. Last one is 100k. And we have 41 now. So let's go do what actually is the goal of this run, shall we? Let's go towards the bonus levels and do them all.
Yeah, so all bonus levels as a category on its own is about 3 minutes long. Starting it from a new game is obviously a lot longer, but it's still pretty fun as a category. And it does mean there are different strats, because in level 1 you normally have stud multipliers when you're doing an all bonus levels run. Obviously we haven't had the time to go and get that, so Origin is going to do a different strat.
Yep, we just need Ron for this, so he jumps in the bus. And we'll park the bus right here. Normally this gate opens if we have 100,000 studs. We are not gonna wait for that. So we'll park the car in front, jump on top, and then try to jump through the gap. Okay, let's place the car a bit better. And there we jump through the gap and get the gold brick, like that.
That's a weird strat, because even though it looks like there's a lot of space you can jump into there, there's a decent amount of invisibles, so you've kind of got to find the right spot to jump through.
And I forgot to build the door, so normally while waiting for grab hook to open the door, you build the next one. I forgot to do that last time. Oops. And then grab hook goes in this one. So a lot of these bonus levels can be broken with Lumos jumping. You can just jump on the wall here. So he dropped off. Oh. Oh. I did not think I would be still on the wall. And of course I can't jump up again. There we go. Ooh, that was close. And then we use an edge jump there to go towards the gold brick. This level can be done way faster if you get that jump first try, of course.
No, you're just making it close for the current sub 1 hour prediction that's on the stream at the moment. But yeah, each of these levels is completely broken to how you'd normally play it, but all of them are broken in a slightly different way, which is quite cool. So in level 3 here, we're not going to put all the platforms in the right place, because who wants to do that?
Yep, only the middle one, and then we just Lumos jump the rest.
And then in the next level we have Pet Wall.
We do indeed. There's 2 levels where you could just pet warp and walk towards the brick like that.
Yeah, so it's just convenient where the devs place the 0, 0 for those levels. Very nice positioning for us.
This next level is also a couple of Lumos jumps. And then just walk towards the gold brick.
Yeah, you can see why all bonus levels from a New Game Plus file on its own is so incredibly broken. Because I think pretty much every level is going as A to B as you possibly can.
Normally you need to do a lot of puzzles to open this door, but if you can just Lumos jump over it, it's instantly over. Now in this level 7, if you want to optimize it a lot, there's some more difficult and less consistent strats, but going out of bounds with Ron like that and getting him over here like that is the easiest way of doing it.
It's a much safer way of doing things, yes. Unfortunately, this Dementor does get in your way quite a lot, but Origin was able to avoid it relatively well. And just like that, there's 3 more levels to go. But coming up now is probably the most, I'd say it's the most difficult level in terms of platforming. We'll see what strats Origin goes for here.
I'm going for the long jump. You want to get an edge jump there on the flower. Got the second try. And then
not bad.
You want to jump around this again, which is normally the easy part, but there we go. You skip a lot of platforms by doing that jump. And then here, normally you go across those mushrooms, but you can also just Lumos jump over. That's level 8 complete.
Yeah,
of course, I was going for the next one, but we only have 49 gold bricks, so can't build that yet. This is also a pet warp. Just warp to the end and grab the gold brick. Nothing too difficult.
Nice quick level.
And then we come to the last level.
And this last level we're going to do, again, new tech. We only do once in a run, but we use the broomstick. And basically we're going to fly over the wall that you're not supposed to fly over with a broomstick.
I've always been quite bad at this first Lumos jump.
Yeah, this first Lumos jump's quite precise.
Oh. There we go. Then we Lumos jump over that wall. Take the broom here. And dip down and try to weasel our way over the wall, and there we go. That was the run.
Nice. GG.
Thank you, thank you. Right, to finish off, I'd like to thank Baxo for co-commentating. I'd like to shout out Zerdex for just being a king of ABL. And I also like to shout out an ABL tournament I'm organizing for in a couple of weeks. That is just these levels, not all the things before, just these levels. Short technical runs. It's gonna be awesome. The signups close in a little over a week, so still time for anyone to sign up.